Let's explore another lesson option. Remember, lesson options are specific to each student, and they're available when you scroll to the top of the goal book. In this video, we'll go over forced goal guidance. Remember from the previous video that the 2 to 7 spot goal means that the student starts with 2 points and must achieve 7 points through correct repetitions of the goal. This only comes into play when goal guidance is enabled, during which the student indicates a correct or incorrect repetition by tapping a thumb up or thumb down button, which looks like this. Also notice the 2 to 7 indicator that tells students where they are in their progress. Each time the student taps the thumb up button, the indicator increases by 1. I actually have a student whose mother says he prefers to tap the thumb down button immediately until the points are at 0, so he can progress through all the pictures. This is his way of maximizing his sense of accomplishment after each goal is complete, not to mention laughing at all the funny pictures that begin each random picture sequence. Obviously, I have no complaints since this causes him to do a bit more repetition. If forced goal guidance is disabled, the student won't have to do any of that and can instead simply tap on the goal when it's completed. But the student still sees the word spot, indicating to them that it's a spot goal. There are videos that students get to view the first time they encounter certain concepts in MetaPractice, and one of these videos, for example, explains to the student what a spot goal is and how this might change the way they approach practicing it, namely preparing the goal, isolating and drilling, and testing themselves. These videos continue to be available to students if they tap on a help button while practicing. That's one reason for you to use goal types while assigning goals whenever appropriate. Also, when forced goal guidance is disabled, students still have the option to enable goal guidance at the bottom of their practice screen. And of course, goal guidance changes based on what types of goals you assign. One thing I want to note before ending this video is that just because a student is somewhat advanced in their ability to read, understand, and/or perform their music does not automatically mean that their practice skill matches their other skills. Sometimes, students who appear to be performing at a late intermediate or even advanced level have practicing habits that are years behind. Left to their own, many students play through pieces mindlessly from beginning to end, fail to develop an intelligent practice strategy for certain goals, fail to monitor themselves and/or practice too fast to even know if they're doing their goals right, skip their goals, or even sometimes skip pieces altogether. Unless you're certain the student's practice skill matches their other intermediate or advanced skills, again, you may want to err on the safe side in their first few lessons and use beginner mode, possibly even with forced goal guidance, depending on the student. But again, forced goal guidance will only make sense if you use goal types effectively when assigning goals.